Right, so I've been waiting for the Swagelock parts to arrive, which have arrived now, so I can make a start on that. But I've also been coming down in the week and just doing a couple of layers of fiberglass on this final one, so I can get this one out now. I won't labour the point of this because I've done 4 of these, but I'm just going to get this out now, and then I can get all this rubbish cleared out of the way. Okay, so those edge pieces came off a lot easier that time because I cut properly all the way around there. I'm just going to actually tidy this up before I pop it out because it'd be easier, it holds it in place. Right, so after all that, I'm going to put this upstairs out of the way. God knows I'm going to get it up there. So space is a bit of a premium for me, so I'm just going to tuck this up here. Right, out of the way. I'm just going to attach it temporarily. Right, that can stay there with, that's the mould from, oh, hang on. Better angle a dangle. So the other one is the mould from Jodie B. You can see the size difference. Yeah, so I've kept that one as well. And there's another thing on top there I made for something else. Anyway, right, that's that bit done. So those are all done. All 4 tanks, they need fitting up, obviously a little bit of work to tidy up a few little cracks and bumps here and there, but the top 2 are fitted. The bottom 2 need to still be fitted, and I need to just adjust the angle of the cut just to take up a little bit of misalignment that there is. Okay, so I've been looking forward to tidying this up for flipping weeks. It's taken ages to do this fiberglass work. Admittedly, I haven't been flat out at it. Anyway, let me just get all this tidied up now. Spent ages tidying all that up, doesn't look much different. I have hoovered up and got all the dust and muck and everything out of the way, and I did chop the end of the table off. It's quite handy there, but really I ought to get rid of it. I'll have a think about it. Okay, so actually amazing milestone today. 200 videos, believe it or not. I can't believe where the time's gone. Anyway, I'm getting there slowly with the Submarine. I know it's a bit of a long-winded project, but anyway, big massive thank you to all of the people who have subscribed to the channel so far. Keeps me motivated, keeps me going, keeps me wanting to do the videos, but I'd like to try and get a few more subscribers, promote the channel a little bit more. So I thought I'd do a sort of a 200 videos kind of semi-competition. It's not really a competition, well I suppose it is. Bear with me. If you like, subscribe and share a link to the channel to somebody else. Just drop me a message in the in the chat thing on YouTube, just to say that you've shared it with somebody else, and then I'll pick somebody randomly out of a hat. I will do a bigger one. It'll be a little bit bigger than this. It'll be kind of like that with the motors on. In fact, you could tell me whichever one you wanted. So you could have like a Jodie B. No, that's not a Jodie B. That's a standard K350. There's a Jodie B. But like I said, I'll do it a bit bigger, and that's a standard K350. So within reason, I'll modify it to whatever you want and whatever colours. But anyway, the whole point of this is try and promote the channel. So if you want one, like the video, subscribe to the channel, of course, and share a link to the channel to somebody that you know, and then I'll see that in the YouTube analytics. And just drop me a message, and I'll pick a random winner, and then I'll print it and I'll send it anywhere in the world. I mean, I know it's not much of a competition, but it's all I've got, and you know, it takes ages to do these videos, and when people like and subscribe, it sort of really helps to keep the enthusiasm going, make you think it's worthwhile, because I don't get anything for this. Anyway, it's not a sob story, is it? Let's take this one off. This was stuck on with double-sided tape, I think. I'm trying not to scratch the surface of the underneath. I'm levering it up in one of the holes, I think. Yeah, there. Okay. Tidying up of the paint. So you can see how there's been like a line left there where the rubbery stuff has been, so just got to sand that smooth, and I'll just get a bit of extra paint around there when I do my final paint once everything's assembled. Let's do this like this, I think. Blood already. Right, so I've just put this piece of wood down actually instead of the seat, because it's I don't want to scuff the seat up. So these are the swage lock parts that I've been waiting for. Now this is a high pressure ball valve with a 1/4 BSP tapered fitting. Okay, so the scuba tanks for the air are going to go outside of the hull. I'll show those on the CAD, but these are going to screw in here, and this is, now the reason I'm not going to screw that up any more than that, but the reason these need to be high pressure, because this has to take full tank pressure. So this needs to be at least 220 bar, so it's something like a 320 bar valve, this. So that is the stage one. And then I've got these, which is just a pipe fitting to swage lock, whatever they call it, swage lock fitting. It's a double ferrule, that's this straightforward high pressure double ferrule fitting, can't remember the name. That will go in there. So that takes my hull penetrator into a high pressure check valve, and then into my 6mm high pressure tubing to feed all the plumbing, to feed the pipes from the hull. And I have, and they'll do the same on the other side, so I'll have two, and they'll go into a pressure reducing regulator, and then off to do all the various plumbing around the boat. I'll just show the outside now. And then just at the other end, I'm not going to take this off because I'm actually going to get this hull painted. But basically there's a BSP taper female to, that's pipe to, was it tube? No, pipe to so that's a BSP taper 1/4 inch pipe fitting to a swage lock high pressure tube fitting, and that is going to go straight into a din fitting or screw-in din fitting for the scuba tank, and the scuba tank is going to go down here at the side eye. And also, I've accidentally got some paint on some of these fittings here. The actual rubber things came off, so I've got paint on them. So I've ordered actually a BSPT tapered dies to just run down them, just to take the paint off. They haven't arrived yet, but that should clean it all up all right. I actually got a straight one, BSP. And it took the paint off okay, but I've splodged more on it because I wasn't too bothered because I know I can get it off. But anyway. Okay, so the colours. First of all, I've had a look at this one. Kind of liking this quad idea on the hatch, whatever that is, but feeling that this looks a little bit too much like Jodie B. I want it to be different. So could go for, like full-on red. Not sure I like that either. I'm just trying to think of the colours that I've actually got at the moment, and the tanks are going to be white because I'm not painting them because they're glass fibre. Do like black, kind of liking that colour, but it's not very suitable colour, even with that hatch like that. So I don't know about that, although I do really like black. Yellow? No, don't like that. Although this is the best colour to see underwater, that's why many boats are painted yellow. I just don't like it. Could go for a compromise black where the tower is white and then we've got some white stripes on it here. Make it stand out a bit more on the surface. Might be an option actually. And this is another one I've sort of thought of, kind of a deeper red colour, black on the hatch there. Kind of like this one, and some stripes just to try and make it stand out a bit. Yeah, I do like that one. I don't know, I haven't really decided yet, but I want to get this paint ordered this week. The guy can make me any colour I like.